Okay, you guys. This is your time to work. I'm just going to show you some things about the Nspire. Casey. Yeah, and Monday I have the lab, so you can work in the lab. If you download the software, that's not going to be in the lab, unfortunately. I'm going to come back and start this all over again, but I noticed something here. I'm not getting the decimal places that I want, even though I have it floating, totally floating. But anyway, notice what happens when I move this little point here. I'm not going to move it very. I'm going to try and move it. I'm going to do it with the computer. It's actually easier. Now I'm in the computer screen, but if I go and click on this, now notice I'm going to move this. Okay, but notice how far I can move without it changing. I'm really zoomed in. Look how far I can move without changing. So basically, when I'm there, I am finding the slope between 1, -2, and itself. If I expand it out enough number of decimal places. I do have a email out to find out why I can't seem to do that. Let's see if I got anything in. No, haven't heard anything yet. So I'm trying to figure that out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out and start it all over again so that you know what you're going to look at. See if I remember everything that I did. First thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to change the settings. So that you get more decimal points, places. So that's what it's going to look like when you bring it up the first time. And it's always floating like at 3 or 6, and I want it just to float, but I'm not finding success with that. If I find success with it, I'll put it in an update. That's what you're going to see, but you know what I do? I just close this out. Now, you can view, you probably want to work in the computer view, which is up there, and it's a little easier to work with. Now, this is what you're going to see. I can press menu here. You're going to press menu over here. Well, actually, you can press it here with your mouse. And we're going to add a graph. Now, I'm going to go under this house key, and I'm going to go down to settings, because for some reason, it's not staying. There used to be 2 places to change it, but I can't find them. I know I have this one. Cinnamon float 6. I want all my decimal places, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You always want to be in radian mode. And then to get through all these screens, you tab it. I'm hopefully not going to talk very long. Do what? You got to work on this. Okay. Then we go to our current document. Now I'm going to type this in. It's x cubed. Now, yes. And what my problem with this is I always forget that I'm up in the exponent. It's not a good thing. Or down, whichever. And an equation editor works the same thing. Is that right? +3? Then you press enter. It may not be the right window, but you press enter anyway. Now this is kind of cool about this. You can take your mouse and you can do this. Wait till we zoom. Wait till we zoom. Okay. So I escape to escape anything. Okay, guys? You guys? Lexi. Now I'm going to zoom in on one, but first I'm going to do trace. So I go to menu, and I kind of work some of the bugs out. I'm going to go to trace, and we're going to do a graph trace, and I'm going to type in 1 because that's where I want to be. So I'm going to press 1, just like I do on the 84, and press enter. And there it is. And I'm going to put a point there, except it moved. So I'm going to do it on the computer because I have a lot more control there than I do on the smart board. So I'm going to type in 1 and enter. Now, I got too much junk there, so I'm going to escape and get rid of some of this stuff. Yes. I have them in the other room, but for some reason, I'm missing them. A lot are gone. Yeah, I'm not happy about it. Okay, I'm going to type in 1, enter. There it is. Now I'm going to click on it. Okay, now I'm going to escape. I need to have that point marked. Should be right. Okay, ready? Menu. I have about, like, I have 11 of them. Now you can use a regular Nspire. All our 84s, if you just flip out the keypad, it does the same thing. And I want to zoom. So we're going to do 4. And we're going to zoom in. And we want to zoom in right on this point. Is that not the fastest zooming you've ever seen? Now, you got to be at 1. So what I'm going to do is escape and trace again, see if I'm at 1. Because I'm not convinced I am. There it is. Now I'm going to try to get that to stay there. There it is. Okay. I bet I can just grab this graph even. I could try it. Now, the problem I didn't like with it, you guys, well, I don't want that. I want to escape. I want to zoom. I'm not getting enough decimal points, places. Because look, I got to have more than 3. There it is. And now I could trace. The problem I saw with this is I don't get the decimal places. Whoops, I don't want to analyze my graph. I want to trace. Yes. Memorize what? This is just extra stuff. And then I can go and just slide it a little bit. Now notice I still get the same thing. That's the problem. I need more decimal places. I don't know what the deal is. Freebies from TI. Sometimes I can get more. I gave away my big shirt. Well, if I got to get them. If I get some, yeah. Buy. Possibly. Okay, how do you put a table in here? So you go Control T. And then I was a little bamboozled by that as well. Because I'm counting by ones. I didn't like that. So I think I went up to Tools, Window. I'm going to go to Computer. Because notice I get a much nicer table. But I still swear, okay, I'm going to go in here to X. I think I forgot how I did this. Oh, really? That's interesting. Edit. Oh, where was that? I can change the table settings. I think I might have right-clicked on it or something. Ah, resize, yes. Okay, all I did was click on that. Now I forgot how, oh, maybe I just typed it in. Yes. You have to go to a conference. I used to have extras of those. I think I gave them what? Pardon? No, I don't work for them. I would like to, but. Okay, I'm trying to find this. Oh, wait. Tools. Menu. Yes. I thought I had tools on here. I swear I had tools. Well, when I remember it, I'll do it again. I'll tell you how to do it. I can't remember it. Okay, so here's what I can do. Okay? Okay, guys. You guys, there's a way to edit this. Somehow I'm forgetting how I did it because I just did it. But anyway, what we can do is we can add a page. Add a page. Now I've got a new page. Click for an application. Maybe I want to put the notes in here. And then here's where you can just type. You just type right on your computer. You can type everything in here. But the problem is our lab isn't going to do that for us, although I do have the lab reserved. And then if I want to add another page, because I want to show you something else that I can do with this, and we're going to put in a graph again, and we're going to put in, notice it says F2 of X, we're going to put in F1. So I'm just going to arrow up, and there it is. So I want to graph it again. Have I changed the original graph from back there? No. And now we can change our window. So I'm going to go to Menu, and I'm in computer. Let's change this. I don't know why it's not showing up, but View, let's go back to Handheld. And you have to go up here and select what you want. Oh, there's my tools. It's a computer. Okay, so I'm going to go back here to the handheld because I'm off what I was going to do there. And I'm going to press Menu, and I'm going to change my window. Window settings. So it's just like the 84. It's not any different. You just have to find it. So let's do -4. We'll do 4. And this is not tall enough, so let's make it -10 to 10. This is the standard window on the Nspire. It's the way it is. Enter. Now, what I'm going to do is put a point on my graph. So that's in geometry. You just play with it. You'll find things. And I'm going to put the point somewhere on my graph. I don't care where I put it there. Press Enter to secure it. Let's try Escape. And then you can move this. Okay? I'm going to go here and grab this. And I'm going to slide it down. And notice how the point changes. But I really want more decimal places than that. So I have, the question going out, why am I only got 2? Oh, because as to how I can change that. But now here's even better. I'm going to go to Menu, and I'm going to go to Geometry, and I'm going to add in a shape. No, a line. Sorry. I'm going to put a tangent line on there. And I can move this, and you can see the tangent line, the slope changing. What should the slope be up here at the top? It should be 0. That's how you're going to find a maximum or minimum value. So that's kind of cool, but it would be nice if it measured the slope for us, wouldn't it? Yeah. It does. You go under Menu, you go to Geometry. If you did anything with Sketchpad, it's just like Sketchpad, and I want the slope. That tells you the derivative right there. Oops. Now let's see if I've got it there. Okay, there's my slope. Does that make sense? You'd have a slope of 12 here. And you said the slope's going to go to 0. Look at that. Also tells you if you're at the max. Up to you. And then you slide down the roller coaster and you come back to a stop here, right? That's cool. Okay, what? Yeah, the slope's going to get bigger and bigger. Now that's the slope's 13 there. Look at 17 there. So actually doing the absolute value one on here is going to be different. Okay, one more thing. If you are going to download the software, I would go with the CAS. The difference between the student software and the teacher software is nothing you'll notice. It's that I can insert questions into the applications and you can't. That's the difference. We're going to add a page. Now, if I want, I'm going to go into Calculator. Okay, you guys? If I want to go back and look what I did over here, I can do that. I save everything. So, sometimes you'll do something, you go, oh, I wish I still had that graph. Well, you do. So I'm going to go over here in my calculator page. We're going to press Menu, and we're going to go to not calculus, but algebra, and we're going to expand. And one of the questions on the lab was to expand 1 plus h cubed, right? Oh, I don't know my computer. What am I thinking? So I put in parentheses, I think, 1 plus h cubed. And it closes the parentheses for me. There it is. But it has to be the CAS. Let's do 1 plus h to the fourth. $132 at School Savers plus tax. Yeah, they're really nice. And you may use it on the AP exam. You may use it on the SAT, but not the ACT. Now, I can type expand, but I didn't get it to work, so I'm just going to go through the menus. Oh, you want me to show you more? Look what it does. Oh, it completes the square. It divides polynomials. Whoa, whoa. Shh, shh, shh. What? You can use it on the AP exam. The CX. I would go with the CX. This is the free software. When you buy the handheld, you get the software. If you're going to go to college and major in science, that'd be awesome. There are lots of science activities out there, too. No, for the handheld and the software. 132. And it's a rechargeable battery. Yeah, you don't have to ever buy batteries. That's a plus right there. Okay. You know what else we have to expand on this? 1 plus h to the fourth. Has anybody tried it yet? Probably not. You can get it for free for 30 days. Yes. So we're going to go into the lab, but you may prefer to bring your own computer, if you can. I mean, probably a lot of you have them. There it is. Check. Yeah. Yeah, I have a Mac. Yeah, I'm the one to ask about the Mac. Schoolsavers.com. Yeah, it takes about a week to get one, but you can still get the software for free for 30 days. So. And if you guys, if you get one, I want the whole back sheet of your calculator, because if I get 60 of those and I get a free navigator, and you think Sentio responses are cool, the navigator blows that away. So absolutely. You go to educationti.com. You guys, there it is. That's where you get your software. Well, let me go there. Seriously, well, let me go there. Oh, well, that's okay. I'm right here. Pardon? How many what? Oh, on my. Oh, how many of those? Well, they won't let me use unless I get the whole back page. I've got a lot of them. Well, you get the calculator, it's going to be big like this. I need the whole cardboard insert. Well, I cut it off last year. I didn't know they were going to do it. And they said, now you're going to have the whole one. But I might be able to, because I know them, I might be able to manipulate that. By the way, the Nspire is going on the iPad in December. I know, but some of you might get them. But you can do exactly what I'm doing here. You're the only one who wants to do that. So this is the website. Oh, let's go to School Save. Well, it's School Savers. Now, I haven't checked the price this year. Okay, you guys, the 84 costs like about $5 less. The TI-84 costs about $5 less than the CX. It's a CAS CX. And I'll teach you how to use it. You'll probably teach me eventually. Right, you got to get on the web. Got to get on the web. So let me show you. It does the calculus. Now, if I want to do the numerical derivative of my function, by the way, my function's stored in there now. On this, you actually have to type and derive. On this, okay, notice that this is italicized. When I get the I and the V in there, it will become vertical. There it is. Now, our function was in F1, right? So I just type it in, F1 of X. It should get bold, it did, comma. I do too many of these calculators, I lose track where they are. And then you have to say X. And we want this at 1, right? Now this is probably going to come up with exactly -3. It's that good of a calculator. Oh, it took the derivative. Oh, that's nice. Except it shouldn't have said -5. It should say -6. Oh. Okay, I'll have to, we might have to look that up. I'm not exactly sure. But if we go under menu, and you go under calculus, derivative at a point. Oh, there it is. Excuse me, I lied. And then I want to put an F1. Sorry. There it is. That's your numerical derivative. It's also a regular derivative. By the way, in the 84s, that's what it's going to look like. So you know that. It does everything you ever wanted. It does a limit. Ooh, should we do a limit? Okay, X approaches 2. Whoops. Okay. Now, Mrs. Johnson and I had lunch together. I didn't tell this class, right? And we were talking about limits and kids having a hard time understanding what it is. But when you go downtown, you can see downtown when you're far away, right? I mean, originally, you can see it. You keep driving closer. That's your limit. That's your ultimate destination. But when you get there, do you really care what downtown looks like? No. It's the same with a limit. So now if we were to do this, we get 0 over 0, right? It'll just give you the answer. It won't do the work for you. Should we try it? Okay, it'll be the same answer, but I have a feeling it will work. Now I could go up here and I can copy this because I'm lazy. And there, see, I bet that's what that's for. We could do a greatest integer. Let's see if this works. Okay, so I'm going to go to menu, calculus. I want a limit. And I'm going to do x approaches 1 from the left. Oops. Of int. I'm going to have to type it. E is the only one it doesn't. Now, from the left, it should be what? The greatest integer function less than 1, it should be what? 0. Should we check it from the right? So all I have to do is go up and over, press enter. And I was tutoring somebody with polars. It's a BC topic. And I was getting stuck. I couldn't get the answer in the back of the book. So I got out my calculator and I could check it and I was doing it right. Oh, look at that. Is that not nice? And then what you do is you can come up here and take a picture. And then you have to go down here and there it is. And you can I think even with Word, you can just drag it in there. Well, shall we see? I have a Word document. Or did I close it? See, this is what you can do with Equation Editor. I'm going to try to minimize that. Oh, good. Now, I'm going to try to see if I can drag my picture into that. I think I can. Which one? This one right here? Okay, how do I get that? Okay, now you guys on Word, you're gonna have to put these guys up there. I want file? No, home. Up here is the equation editor, and I want to do a limit, so it's a subscripted one. And unfortunately, it's not in the right. I don't like the way they do it. They fixed it, and it's terrible. And I just take that, and I'm right here. Let's press enter. I don't like using the typewriter there. Oh, I'm trying to get rid of this. There we go. Okay, so I go under the pi symbol, I pull this subscripted thing out, and then I can type right here, limit, and as h goes to 0. Now, where do you get the goes to? It's up here in these little symbols. Did I just miss it? Oops, too far. Goes to 0, and then you got to get back up, and I didn't do it properly before. Now I want a fraction. Have you not used these things? This is how I type your test. And there it is. So it will take you time, but Monday we will be in the lab, which is in the media center. Okay, and I'm going to work a little bit. I'm here anyway, but I need to get work done because we're going to plan out that new chapter for you, chapter 3. Do you have any specific questions about the lab? No, because we don't have it, and they won't let you download it. Yes, so you can do that. Yeah, if you have your own laptops, yes, you can bring them in and hook up to the wireless internet. So I'm not even sure we need to be in the lab, but you can still do the typing part. Yes, it works on a Mac, because that's what I have. And we have about 12 minutes. These guys want to play a game. I don't know what game they want to play, but Netflix, there's not that much stuff.